All right, here is a video of the new setup. I'm talking into a Sterling Audio ST55, and this is a pretty old microphone. You can still buy it new, but it's also the same thing as the Groove Tubes GT55. It's the same microphone. So I don't know. I think the Sterling one was a brand they did for Guitar Center specifically. And so the mic is hitting this preamp channel strip right here. This is a Joemeek 3Q. So I wanted something that was a preamp and also had an EQ on it. It's got a compressor too, which I probably won't ever use. I'll engage it real quick and we'll make it so it's really apparent. So if I get the attack real low like that, and the release too, you can really tell it crushes the sound quite a bit. 1, 2, yeah, hey. So if I have it on, I'll have it pretty light, but yeah, it's not really needed. So I'll take that out. And then the EQ is nice. It's got the mid is a sweep, so I can set the frequency and then set how much I want to take out of that particular frequency, which is nice. And it's got the low, which I can take all the way out or really boost up like that. I'm gonna leave it somewhere right there. And then the highs, I can get really high, or I could take all the highs out. So it's nice to have that going in for using it live. And then the interface that I'm going in through is this Apogee 1. I don't know what else exists like this. It's a single channel interface. And so that's all I needed. And it's nice and small. But one thing it doesn't have is direct monitoring. There was a software called Apogee Maestro 2, but it doesn't run on this new machine. It doesn't detect the device. And it wasn't really totally zero latency monitoring either. But now, so what I did is this thing has two outputs. One is going into the Apogee 1. The other one is feeding this little guy right here. This is a 2-channel stereo mixer. So it's 2 stereo channels, and I guess it's 4 channels, but 1, 2, 3, 4, so left, right. And so my other output from the Joemeek is coming into here. So I can monitor myself there. And then this is the computer audio and this is the overall. So there's my headphones and it's active. So, it doesn't lose any signal. And it doesn't color the sound at all. If it does, it's super slight and I can't really perceive it. And I'm not doing anything, critical listening on this anyway. So, no big deal. So let's take the EQ out and we'll just listen to the Joemeek preamp by itself. And so it's pretty good as long as I'm kind of far away from the mic. You don't get that proximity effect. So now I'm really close, but I'll usually be back here anyway. But I just like to give it that little bit of a cut right there at 300 or so. Just a little bit, and then just a tiny little boost when I am farther away. Not that I want a proximity effect sound, but it's nice. You don't sound as thin when you're further from the mic. And then I like get a little bump. I think this is 12K. Yeah. And then where am I cutting? Ooh. Yeah, 350 or so. Yeah. And so everything, all the wires kind of go back that way out of my view. And, so it's weird, having these two things here. But I also didn't want to get like a Focusrite Scarlett or something and set it on here because the wires have to plug in the front and then there's, cables going everywhere. So with this, everything is back there where I can't see it. And the Apogee 1 has a breakout cable and it has a 1/4 inch and an XLR in. You can only use one or the other. So I'm going in through 1/4 inch because that's what the outputs are. And then of course I had to step it down to 1/8 inch for this. But yeah, the setup is really good and I'm happy with it.